I don't even smoke. This is my shit, bro.
It's a classic, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all, welcome back. Kicking with Kelo and Q. You know what it is? It's been a little hiatus. It was off last week. Had to do some stuff with the mama. Shout out Mom Dukes.
Mama!
Alright, so back here. Boy Snackz came through again to bless us. You know what it is.
What's up? What's going on? I'm gonna try to be as worldly as possible. I'm gonna try to leave all the, shouting out everybody, city. I'm gonna try to leave that out of it today.
Yeah, shout out Toronto only. You can shout out Toronto Hoods.
No! Let's go.
Okay. I'm trying to do the Waka Flocka face. Okay. Anyways, y'all, so a lot of topics to get into this week. More to do with the entertainment scene. Just a couple of things, but first things first in hip hop. Kodak Black's been making some waves this week. Past couple weeks. Just making noise with two controversial statements that he's made. First is he wants to have sex with Young M.A.
Boy.
I don't understand why he wants to have sex with Young M.A.
Young
M.A. doesn't understand why he wants to have sex.
Now you know what? I'm
Young
gonna tell you
M.A.
why. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. The two craziest people from the U.S. either come from the
Florida?
Bronx and Florida.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. That's the
Have
explanation.
you guys seen that Florida Man challenge?
Yeah, they said if you just type in Florida man and your birthday or any date, it will be a thing of
Somebody do some creation. Mine was some guy who tried to blow up. No. What was mine again? Some guy that tried to blow up Target stores or something like that. I'm like, what the heck?
Nah, I ain't even tried that.
I didn't even look. I seen one thing and it said something that shot its pet gators. I was like, yo, Florida's wilding.
Oh no, my bad. The man tried to blow up all the Target stores and blamed it on a caterpillar. That's what it said.
Wait, blame it on what?
On a caterpillar, dog.
Oh, the what?
The little.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
My dog.
A fucking caterpillar.
On a caterpillar, that's crazy.
Shout out to Florida.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Back to the Kodak.
Yeah, he's wilding with that. So she's being upset about that. She says she's gonna see him when she sees him. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Tell Young M.A. just cool. Not I'm gonna go on. See? Boy. On a real life tip, I don't agree with what Kodak said. The one thing that did bother me though is how everybody's trying to make it seem like Kodak's sexually harassing her and all this stuff. Like, yo, don't get it twisted. Sexual harassment is a very serious thing. Sexual assault's a very serious thing. People be throwing that shit around so easily nowadays. Because at the end of the day, all the man did was say his opinion. If Young M.A. made it a bigger deal by answering or saying anything about it.
Yeah, it was just a line in the song, really.
It's a line in the song.
And it wasn't dissing her. It was just like some
One thing,
Young
M.A. as long as she got a Gucci.
Yeah, as long as she got a Gucci.
I'll say this though, the shit that threw me off guard though when a nigga was like, when he said some shit like, yo, all women be acting like they don't want their pussy penetrated by the way he said.
Yeah, he said
He said things like, you have a pussy, so like I don't understand like how could be any woman who doesn't want her pussy penetrated.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that right there kind of threw me off because it was like, wait a minute, bro, like. I get what you're saying, but the context you putting it in.
Yeah, it sounds wrong. It's coming off wrong.
And you're not a woman, so you can't say that.
You can't say that.
Yeah.
I don't really understand. So that was my only thing. Personally, I think Kodak was just trolling them.
Yeah, I think he's trolling with that.
Yeah, for sure. That's what he does.
Gucci!
I already know, bro. Man's coming down to Canada. Gucci man.
All on the
has
same.
finally been able to. You know what? I'm not gonna say has finally until he reaches the border.
Yeah.
So
you could hear a day of cancellation. And then everybody loses their money.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, Gucci gets over the border.
Yo, please don't let us bring us back on the show and talk about a scam that happened.
Where?
Was it Fry Festival?
Fire Festival? The Gucci Festival.
The Gucci Fest in Canada.
Oh, man.
No.
Took everybody's bread and never came back.
Waited years. Oh, but you know what I hope doesn't happen too? Alright, yo, listen. Everybody, you guys need to share this to your man then. Because they ruined last time Jeezy tried to reach down to Canada. In every city Jeezy went, the man then went and shot it up. Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Saskatchewan. They canceled Montreal's show. Toronto's show got shot. Man. Here to see Gucci for the first time. Squash the beef for the day. all through Gucci Man's concert, Switzerland or Sweden, whatever is the one that they say is supposed to be the safe haven. Squash the beef thing and let us enjoy the Gucci. Don't shoot it up.
Come on.
Because I feel like by the time it comes to Ontario, it's gonna be canceled because it's
Let me interject for a second, right?
Here comes this guy.
I feel what you said.
But
Because Toronto, Toronto deserves a Gucci Mane concert. I'm not gonna say dead to beef because I don't know what happened. But what I am gonna say is, catch the nigga after the show. Come on, man.
no, buddy, I'm trying to be at the show. I want to get home safe.
You gonna get home safe. Just don't get in the way when them niggas is doing their shit. You know how I go.
It's not gonna reach here though. You do that 1-2 places and it's done.
That's done, yeah.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
You're gonna see this guy's high risk and send his ass right back. He's probably on a fucking real serious thing.
Of course, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So,
You know, Drake had to
Bro,
probably.
listen.
Drake probably definitely had to have a say in this.
Yeah, he pulled some screens, so let
He
me
had
check
to.
the
he said it in
camera.
that track before. Remember when he said
Got so many Canada, I
Yeah.
can't Canada, but Drake said he's supposed to straight, so just check my camera.
Exactly. So we need that. So Gucci, Bird, we already know.
I'll give Drake.
Yeah.
I'll give Drake a smidget of respect if he brings Gucci out here. But
You should give him respect because you guys are the same skin tone still.
Oh shit.
Especially right now, the camera
First
right
off-
now.
First off, I'm full black.
He's light skinned, but
I'm
he's
a real
still a
brother.
nigga.
See, black grandparents,
I feel.
black great grandparents. Nothing wrong with white people though. You know what I'm saying? I got a love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's half breed. You know what I mean? But I'm a full black man, so don't ever compare me to Drake. And I'm really out here 10 toes in the streets. Like, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like,
By streets, he means positive street stuff.
of course.
Yeah, he likes
The real Western
He's
Road.
still a dog nigga.
The real Western Road.
Word.
No comment. No comment. Let's get to the next
Yeah,
topic.
we're gonna next up. Yo, just ask the ladies. You know we're all kids at heart. And you know we're excited for it. Don't let these guys are gonna try to downplay this stuff. But the people that are excited for it, you know what it is. Aladdin's coming out this year with Will Smith. So we already know.
A whole new
Lion King's coming out this year.
What?
And Toy Story 4 is coming out this year. Which one are you guys most excited for? I'm here just gonna tell you guys mine. Lion King, you already know, it's my favorite movie.
Yeah,
One of my
Lion
favorite
King's
movies of all
sick.
time.
Lion
Like,
King.
it's my favorite cartoon
But
movie.
yo, Toy Story 3 finished off sick though.
Bro.
Yeah.
Toy Story 3
When they went into
finished
the fire
off sick.
pack?
I'm like, yeah, I can't cry, dog.
I'm telling you, yo. I was sitting
But
there.
they made the man bug for real?
Yo, that's what I was saying. I was like, yo.
Oh, he's gonna go to Shredder and Shredder. I'm like,
Yeah. They
Nah.
kept getting closer and closer. I'm like, nah, they're gonna make it up. Like, yo, in the movie, like, yo, this
Yo,
is
Toy Story, yo,
awesome.
yo, Pixar, yo, you're fucked for that. if me as a grown ass man, tell me as a grown ass man, if I felt ways in that, imagine a kid. Kids were probably balling for days. You know what I'm saying? It's going hard.
You know what? I'm gonna have to
Oh,
go back. I'm
shit.
gonna go back and watch the first 3. I know I'm gonna be fucked up after the 3rd one. Shit, I was mad when the first Transformers, when the shit happened to Optimus Prime. That shit had me bent, my nigga. Man, I wanted to clap. Anybody who had the Decepticon shirt on, I wanted to violate niggas, catch wrecks, and that shit hurt my heart. So I know I'm gonna be mad when I see that shit in Toy Story. I still ain't see it yet. But me personally, I think I'm looking forward to Lion King 2 though. Even though I felt like Black Panther was like I feel like Black Panther kind of like took that and made it modernized, and I'm not even gonna. That's just how I felt, but
Kind of, a little, kind of.
yeah,
but,
facts.
But
Ain't nothing like Lion King.
Lion King was the best though, still.
yeah, I wonder, are they gonna have the songs in the movie too?
Yeah.
They better.
Yeah,
They have to. They have to.
Yeah, they kind of have to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Yo, true say, don't bring your kids to that movie the first week. Let it be our generation. Because true say, I'm not trying to see little kids in there that are like 3 years old. They never seen Lion King.
Now you know what
5-year-old
you
kids, you guys never showed them that.
Nah, you
So
know
don't try to show them. No.
What?
Don't bring kids to that. Me
No,
dead
of course, and I agree with you. But this is what I say you do. Remember how we had to get them big ass Disney tapes? Make them watch that shit. Don't bring them to the theater. Yeah, I'm petty.
Oh, Anyways, you know, get off of that. I just want to ask, so you guys let us know. What are you guys best? What are you guys favorite?
Yeah.
What are you most anticipated of those three? What are you saying that about? Oh, Aladdin?
Huh?
Oh, you want to talk about?
That was a
you're
weird
dissing-
ass
oh,
sneeze,
he's
my
dissing
dude.
Will Smith. As a matter of fact, we gotta talk about Will Smith next because he's dissing Will Smith. So we're gonna talk about Will Smith. You guys know I be lifted, so you know. But like I said, Quinstar's hating on Will Smith. Now, I brought up Will Smith because there's something I realized about Will Smith. So before you start hating on him, let me just say something. Do you guys remember the episode of Fresh Prince when I think he was with Nia Long? I don't remember her character's name right now. Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
So with Nia Long in there, I think they're at their marriage counseling one, and they're talking about the names that they want to name their kids. And he started Willard, Willow, Diddle. Did he not really name his daughter Willow? The man,
Willow.
bro, watch that episode.
Thank you for
And the man's
starting one of my
written out
points.
the names. Will Jr., William, Willard, Willow, and he ended up naming his daughter Willow. I bet you Jada said, yo, we have to name Jaden's name Jaden because Jada.
You never knew that.
No,
And Will
I
because of
ain't
Willow.
know. Oh my
Alright,
gosh. These guys
Thank
are
you.
like...
Thank you for putting some of my points, alright? So,
I'm staying out of this one.
the reason why I'm trying to say, as hurtful as it is to say this, and please God don't let my daughter see it because she loves to listen. You know what I'm saying? She loves to get like that. I don't have the heart to break her heart on you. The
Niggas like, yo, Santa Claus ain't real, but I can never talk shit about Will Smith to my daughter though.
just off the black excellence thing.
Yeah, right.
I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yo, Will Smith is a coon.
Oh man.
And the reason why I give Will Smith the coon title is for several reasons. Solely as this. If you look at Will Smith as a strong black man, do you think he upholds all those things to say that he's a strong black man?
Staying out of this, man. That's what some of you on camera.
Because if you look at how Will's kids have turned out, which is the biggest reflection of you as a man or as a woman, is how your kids come out. I don't think they did a good job.
Well,
Maybe they are successful money-wise.
Jaden's bringing water to Flint. Jaden's bringing water to Flint.
They're doing good things financially and money-wise because they're in good positions. But them themselves, like, are they somebody that would you want your kid to grow up to be like Jaden? Would you make him be a role model to your son? Okay, but I'm just trying to put these things out there to show this. Secondly, look how Will Smith came into the game. The role he played and certain things that he did.
6 degrees?
Yeah. He did something that at that time, nobody else was willing to do to get in.
What do you do? 6 degrees? What's that? I didn't see that.
That's the movie when he was homosexual in there. Young black homosexual male in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know.
So, at that time, that was something that a lot of actors weren't willing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was something that you had to really, I don't say cooned out, but you had to really drop your morals at that time to do that. Especially coming from where Will Smith said he's coming from and all that stuff.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Yeah.
On the playground.
Kind of where I spent most of my days.
Jay, you know you caught a murder case? A lot of people don't know that.
Who, Will?
Yeah.
Betty what?
Caught a murder case.
What?
What was this?
Google it. You think I'm joking? Google it.
Will Smith murder case. When was this? How old was he?
This was before he blew. Check it out. It's on the Googles.
What? Okay, I don't,
We're checking this out quick.
Will Smith
Well,
attempted murder
But
case.
yeah.
While he Googles it,
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say if that's just the thing. Like,
Will Smith be doing some funny ass shit on the
well,
camera.
I did hear there
He
was a
kissing
rumor that
man,
did
he's
that
doing
they're
a bunch of funny stuff.
that they're Scientologists.
There's a lot of funny
So, I
rumors
don't
about
know.
his marriage.
open marriage.
There's a lot of.
Well, yeah,
there's
when
other
he kissed
funny
Jaden,
stuff.
that was kind of weird because Jaden looked at him like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like, I don't know. So that was kind of weird. But Tom Brady does it too, and I think that's weird. I don't think you should kiss your kid. Maybe when they're younger, like babies and stuff, but not when they're, grown. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. Just Fall on that ledge on that. People, what you guys think about?
Bro, I was talking about a Will Smith,
that?
a football player. There's no Will Smith thing.
Yeah, I don't know this. Yeah.
Will Smith death, man who killed NFL stars since 25 years.
I seen it. He got a mugshot. I seen the thing.
Will Smith. Alright. I don't know.
We'll look at it. We'll look it up off camera.
You got a mugshot from a movie this guy thought
This
was.
guy's here thinking it's real.
Yeah, so but
Will Smith, don't get it twisted, he does a lot of good for the community, so I'm not hating on a lot of that stuff. But for who he actually is and what he did, to me, he's kind of like a Steve Harvey type of man.
Oh. Oh.
That's just me.
Oh.
That's just my opinion.
My heart.
And I heard, you see how you guys reacted? I feel the same way. Because if you ask me for the longest time, I'll tell you Will Smith, my favorite actor. It's a tie between him and Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Because Denzel is that nigga though. But after seeing all this shit, yo, I'm like, fuck, yo, what's Will doing? You see that video this guy dropped the other day, the man twerking?
yeah, that bit. You know what's funny? Joe
Like-
Budden's been hating Will Smith lately. and now Q's out, so I'm dying right now. But Joe Budden's been hating him lately.
It's just like, we don't have a lot of powerful black men at that position that have that power. And then when I see what Will Smith is doing, it's like, yo, yeah, he has a couple motivational speeches and shit. Like, yo, I respect that. But like, yo, dog, do something real. Show us by example. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're out there moving all
He could do more.
willy-nilly, all funny, ha. Like, bro, we know what you're doing, bro. You know you're getting these movie roles, fam. And if you know, you know. And if you don't know, then just enjoy the Will Smith movies.
If you know, you know.
And that's my rant on Will fucking Smith.
Have to send this because this was a serious and most bullshit that ever happened. Rest in peace to all the victims from New Zealand.
Facts.
Peace to all of them.
Facts.
That definitely never should have happened.
That's terrible.
Yo, that shit was fucking bananas, yo. I'm not even gonna lie though, like, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this shit, but when I was watching the video, it looked like I was fucking playing Modern Warfare, playing Black Ops. Like, cause if you watching that shit and nobody tell you what it is, and then you just looking at it like, oh shit, but then you gotta really pay attention, like, yo, this nigga is wildin'. Like, this nigga's bugged, bro. Like
nobody
what?
there. It's like, yeah, it's like you're saying. It's like somebody going into war, but nobody else has guns. Like, you know what I mean?
That's a fact. That shit bananas, son. And to be honest,
Even
like
sorry, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, like, you did that shit in the mosque, and this is another thing. Shout out to all my Muslim people because a lot of people get Muslims mistaken. Muslims are the most peaceful fucking the most peaceful people on this planet, my nigga. Real talk, and this fucking picture that they paint with all these crazy, that shit is not the fucking truth, man. That shit is not the truth.
Bro, every day you see people, Christian, Catholic, freaking Jewish, doing crazy shit.
All the bullshit.
But there's no connection to their religion. But the 1-2 times somehow is with a Muslim person, now it's connection to their religion. Their religion's
How fucked
crazy.
up is
Their
that?
religion.
That's fucked up.
It's been a war against them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, it's facts, man.
there's obviously been a war against them. I seen this reporter. I don't even know his name to be honest with you, but he's from the UK, and he made a speech on I guess on air about the whole thing. And the one thing that he said that really put me like in a perspective for me, he's like, I'm Muslim myself, so he's like, I know like how quiet and how still the mosque is at the time when he came in there, because they were in the middle of prayer and shit.
Yeah, no one's.
You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I know the type of peace that they're in. He's like, yo, they didn't even feel like they were on earth. They feel like they were with Allah at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're praying, you're in your zone. And then that type of shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, like, that's a real type of evil and like fear. And like when he said that, it really made me think about like, yo, what type of fear would that put me in? Like you know, like I'm not Muslim, but I have like obviously Muslim brothers and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't imagine how they would be even thinking, like even up here in Canada. But just to know that like their people are being under attack like that. You know what I'm saying?
It infuriates us. Trust me.
Like trust me, bro. Like I feel it for you guys. Like I already feel it as a young black man, so I can't like I don't feel it as a young black Muslim man right now. But I can just I feel it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like understand.
Yeah,
that's just crazy, bro. Trust me, my heart goes out, man. We all gotta come together and fucking fuck, bro.
People are trying to Shout out the hero kid that put the egg on that stupid mayor.
Yeah, that shit had me crying.
Shout out to him for real.
Word,
you know, like.
Clap
And then
his
even
dumb ass.
he was getting, I think people were like sending him money or something like that. He said, no, I'm sending all that to the mosque and stuff. Like, you don't need, that guy's shout out to you.
For real.
Shout out, speaking of the hero things, I was just hearing something, this is an old story, but I just seen it today actually. They were talking about Lou Williams.
Oh yeah, Lil Will, shout out to Phil.
Last player, shout out to Lou, Toronto Raptor fans, you guys remember Lou Will. Drake fans, you remember he had the 6-man song, it was about Lou Will. So they said in 2011 when he was with the Sixers, he was driving one time, he stopped at a light. Somebody crept up, tapped the gun on the door, pretty much saying like, yo, I'll rob you.
Yeah.
And then he ended up like talking down to the guy also by saying, oh, I'm Lou Will. And the man's like, yo, you do a lot for the community, like, da-da-da. So he ends up talking to him, he ends up inviting the guy into his car, drove him to McDonald's, they, took him to McDonald's and they had a heart-to-heart talk about life and everything and what led into the situation and stuff. And I'm just like, that's a real dude right there. Like,
Word, bro.
Yeah, we need more.
anything could have happened there. He stayed calm and even telling that could have went worse. Him telling them who he was, like who knows.
For real. Like, what? You're a millionaire?
That's a fact.
So-
but you know what that goes to show you? That goes to show you real recognize real. Cause he could have not given a fuck about anything Lil Will did in the community. He could've just clapped his ass.
Exactly.
But he recognized that shit and he like, yo, you know what? Me doing this to this man, that shit ain't gonna help.
He ain't the one. For real.
He ain't the one. He ain't no fuck nigga. All right, this shit ain't gonna help me. So yeah, that's real.
For real.
Man, so
Yeah.
salute to everybody there.
This shit
RIP.
somber. Like everybody, let's laugh at something right quick. 'Cause this shit just got sad. Something that I wanna hold on, bro. When I say it, you gonna agree with me. I promise you. Just something that I wanna say to all Toronto artists. You feel me? Listen, y'all gotta stop intertwining street shit with the music shit, son. Cause to be honest with y'all get to this point where y'all about to make it. Y'all niggas either get locked up or y'all get shot the fuck up, son. On the case of some shit you probably said wrong in your music, or you dissing the enemy hood. Yo, real talk, it's a lot of talented artists out here, you feel me? And I hate to see y'all go out like that. I hate that shit, son. I hate to see that shit. That shit fucks me up in a sense, man, because I be feeling like, damn, you about to show another light in Toronto. Y'all need that shit right now, son. And I feel like, I understand whatever y'all did in the streets, y'all did it at one point, I get it. But don't let that shit lead into something that can potentially change your life, man. So that's just what I wanted to talk about. I mean, I ain't gonna take the shit over, but
No, it's a fact though. It's a fact though. Like, that's one thing. Like, it's kind of a catch-22 in Toronto, because like, to be a respected Toronto artist, you kind of have to be, like, where's it sound, a street nigga. Like, you kind of have to be real and do what you're rapping about.
Right, no,
but then if you're doing that, it goes back to what you're saying now. Then how do you now, if you're doing that and rapping about it, how do you not intertwine the two?
here's the thing though. What people gotta realize is your music is your music. You having great music is having great music. You being a good person is being a good person. You shouldn't have to, people should have to understand that. It should never be a line where niggas gotta go shoot up 10 blocks and then turn around and rap about it to get some fucking respect. At the end of the day, people should just respect good music. That should be the bottom line. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, you know what then? Like, well, what you're saying is 100% right. And with that, like, I don't think that we should only be calling out the Toronto artists.
Of course, that's everywhere.
I think we should. No, I'm saying I think we should be calling out the Toronto fans as well.
That's a fact too.
For supporting that shit.
That's a fact.
Because I was even talking to my older head today, and he was even showing me, he's like, yo, like, the reason why half of these rappers are getting even more bubble now is because they're doing that dumb Instagram beef.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people are paying to watch controversy and fuckery, not knowing that these guys are low-key building cases on themselves.
This is what fans like.
You know what I'm saying?
And stuff like that. We
So,
see
like,
it with everything.
Somebody
Reality
gotta
shows.
the culture need to be shifted.
The culture has to be
It gotta be
changed.
shifted because that shit is bullshit.
But
And I hate that because
the
usually
culture is not this culture. The culture is influenced by, so as to say, but it is influenced by American culture. And this is what is also selling in American culture as well.
what it's gonna take, you know what's gonna take, unfortunately,
What's selling?
in my eyes, it's gonna
Doing
take
dumb shit for Instagram, for clout.
it's gonna take
Like,
one of
what you talking about?
these big young artists to either get like murdered or get like life in jail.
It happened already. It's happening right now.
No,
Look at, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying in Toronto, because Toronto's the music scene is very easily influenced.
Yo.
So I'm saying if one of the big guys in that
like
light,
2 big artists that could have that happen and affect it, because
who Pressa?
Pressa and Preem, really.
Preem who?
Isn't that P. Rain's name or something like that?
No, I don't think Preem would think. The
Yeah,
young
That's what I'm
niggas,
saying. He's not in there,
the
but
young niggas are the one taking over.
taking over. But yeah, so but
If-
It has to be like there's a
Well,
couple of
even
them. It has to
Smoke
be a couple of
Dog,
them.
rest in peace, my nigga
Smoke
Smoke
Dog.
Dog.
Piece of
But
smoke.
that one should have taught
shit
everybody.
didn't
You know
change
what I'm
anything.
saying?
That's what I'm trying to
You're right
say.
still.
Yeah.
What happened with who was the other kid that busted? He got hit the charge.
Look at K Money and them.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
look at that whole
K-Money,
K Money
that's what-
situation. You feel
Alright,
me?
alright, you're right still.
But it's just like, yo, like, just bottom line, Sean, like, yo, the Toronto fans and the people that love the Toronto music scene and everything, stop encouraging this bullshit, son, because niggas is putting on these shows for y'all and catching 50 years and getting shot the fuck up and putting niggas' lives at that shit ain't, that's not what it is, man. Leave the street shit leave the street shit in the streets and leave the music in the music. Yeah, it's okay to talk about things that you've done, but you gotta know how to say certain shit, my nigga, because 50 years, niggas got guns at your grandmother crib and all that type of shit, man. That shit not worth it, man. It's not worth it, man. Niggas need to switch up, man. Need to switch up. And y'all niggas stop supporting that bullshit too. Stop
There's that. It's a message.
it. Message.
You don't have to send me that. But I'm trying to send me shit. It's my shit. No one knows what I'm talking about. Fuck y'all. Anyways, once again, you know what it is. Thank y'all for joining us. On mellow down. We had the highs and the jokes. Then we had the somber notes. Then we had the real talks for our people.
You gonna talk about
Do
Adrian
better.
Broner?
Oh God! And I don't even know who him is.
Nah.
Wait, what happened?
Nah. This doesn't matter.
Doesn't
We ain't
matter.
talking
Fuck
about
it.
it,
Just
bro.
say
Not
fuck
even
it.
worth it.
Say less.
It's not
man.
worth it.
Say
It's
less.
not worth it.
He
I am not.
He's just stopping the progress of successful black men.
All right, say less.
It's all good now.
We gonna talk about it.
We will say, LeBron, thank you for coming to the Lakers and not ending the playoff streak. As a Laker fan, I'm very pissed off.
Yes.
You're cheering. That just
I know
that
you're
just
smart.
ruins
I know
your
you.
argument for him being a GOAT.
No,
here. I want some money.
No,
Cold
no,
match
Bron.
was winning it.
Where, yo, let me hold half of it. What you got?
Listen, knowing Bron, I know it's a deeper play
Nah,
that he's trying to put
I mean,
together. So I'm just trying to figure out how all this shit
yeah.
gonna play out next season. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too deep
You
into
niggas
it. Who
really on that
knows?
broke nigga shit, $40 bet?
You stupid.
I was gonna say, you
Man,
guys need to make five.
I want a proper change. Don't worry,
I'm
dog.
blessed, like I said. Let me hold five. I mean five.
Yeah, you
I mean,
know
half.
5.
Ah, shit!
5 cents.
I got caught up.
5 cents.
Anyways, y'all, like I said,
Yo,
Snackz.
whole ass.
Yeah.
Don't know for Club True.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
you
Show.
Thank you for
Putting
having
it
me.
down and shit.
Likewise, you know, my brother.
Always got the mysterious man behind the camera, holding it down.
Yeah.
That's all he said.
Mr.
All
Mysterious.
he
Show him your fingers, yo. Do some fucking like, real cameraman things. Hi guys, hey, it's me too.
I leave it to you guys to be the stars, you know what I mean? That's what it is.
Some team
Yeah,
thing.
so- You already know what it is. We'll be back. Same time, same bat place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeesh.
And we out. Buh!